Hello. Today I want to do a video on making lemonade out of lemons, as the saying goes, and I'm gonna use a couple blog sites or a couple blogs I did. Uh, so I want to read one of the blogs I did, or I might end up with both of them. Um, and just go from there and see what other thoughts I might have on that. But recently, let's see, when did I do this? Okay, I did this back in June, towards the end of June of this year. Uh, and I had done one previously, and I'll go over that in a minute or a few minutes. So this one was titled Making Lemonade, and this is what I said in that blog. Well, this is a visiting again type post, as I have had some thoughts, revelations concerning making lemonade out of lemons of life, making lemonade out of lemons life gives us. I'm sure the internet has thousands of posts concerning this topic or idea. Many a seminar has presented it. When life gives you lemons, we are to make lemonade, we are told. Well, I've been doing that just to find out that I'm not supposed to make lemonade out of those lemons. Really? No one told me only specific lemons are for the lemonade. Well, to actually find out after asking questions, anyone can make lemonade out of any type of lemon. Just because this person or that person doesn't like to use specific types doesn't mean no one can. But they sure do want to tell us that. I also have come to find out that we can add other flavors to our lemonade: strawberry, blue raspberry, coconut raspberry, etc. Nope, you're not supposed to do that, they say. Well, we can, and we have Sonic to prove that. Well, and that's why I don't go to Sonic, someone might say. Okay, well then don't go. No one is saying anyone has to buy from Sonic. Just stop telling us, the rest of us, we are wrong for buying their products. We like them. So anyway, this is how I feel right now. Like I'm being told I'm wrong for how I'm making lemonade when I was never told the rules, which are not rules at all, really, in the first place. At least not rules for everyone. Who am I to tell someone that rules what rules to make for themselves? We all have to find out what works best for us, and they're best for us, and there is much trial and error in that. Sometimes we die trying to find out what works best just to have never found out what does. There's that saying, better to try and fail than to not try at all. I spent so many years not even trying, so now I am trying and probably failing. But at least I am trying now, right? To always try and bring it back to, um, I always try to bring it back to our loving and understanding Savior. May He help us in all things as we endeavor to make lemonade however we choose to, unless it matters to Him how we are doing it. Then may He help us do it that way. Yeshua's blessings on everyone. Life goes on. So yeah, that's a post I did back in June. Just like I was saying, I felt like I was being told that how I was doing things was wrong, um, but but in the process, never even told what was the quote unquote proper way to do things. Um, and I'm gonna find this other post I did. This other one I did about the same topic. It's quite a, well, I guess it's not that May of 2023. Okay, so that's last year. I guess it wasn't that long ago. And I titled this one "When Jesus Makes Lemonade," and I used Genesis 50 verses 20 and 21 as my premise. But as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive. Now therefore fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones, and comfort them, and speak kindly to them. And this is Joseph, after his brothers had sold him to the vagabonds coming by, and they took him to Egypt. And he became a leader in Egypt, and then his brothers came at that time. They were coming to get food for their family, because there was a famine in the land. But Egypt is the one who had the food. So that's Joseph talking to his brothers. Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Now, not a new concept here, or is it? It's not new for us seasoned Christians. It's new for new Christians, or for those who really need to hear it again. Always a good time for a fresh start or redo. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, the saying goes. A glass of ice cold lemon, sweet lemon goodness on a hot summer's day. Heaven, some would say. Or how about some lemon zinger tea sweetened with honey, sitting in front of the fireplace? I have to settle for just a cozy blanket, as we don't have a fireplace. Sorrows, trials, and tribulations around every corner, the ambushes and blindsides, not a few, but not too many to do us in. Isaiah 54:11, O you afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires. I also used 2 Corinthians 4:8 and 9. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. White knuckling times flow in. Hold on, baby, this is going to get crazy. Life's a roller coaster sometimes. Where's the gentle gondola ride high above all the turmoil and debris? It will come. This is something I was feeling back at that time. Isaiah 41:7-20. When the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Lord, will hear them. I, God of Israel, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shiitake tree, and the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree and the pine and the box tree together, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Lord God Almighty, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the God I'm talking about, okay? Yahweh, the God of Israel, okay, has done this, and the Holy One of Israel has created it. I was just wondering while writing this what Paul, Peter, Matthew, or Nathaniel, even Moses, Elijah, or King David would think about roller coasters if they had found out about them. I kind of think they have missed out. I've never ridden a horse or ridden in a chariot. Maybe they would say I have missed out. I could remedy the horse riding issue. There has to be a chariot available to ride in somewhere on this planet. And then I literally stopped and web searched this. Someone on Reddit asked about whether you have to register a chariot like you would a car or not if you use it on the street. And then I saw a post about an actor talking about how hard it actually is to ride one, especially if it has two horses. So, duh, the film industry has chariots, so I guess I could remedy that issue too. What does this all have to do with lemonade? Let's see, I started this post a couple days ago and decided to come back to it today and work on finishing it. It has taken an unexpected turn. Okay, Lord, where are you leading? Or is this just foolish talk from a silly old lady? The concept I had in wanting to write this post was how, quote, quote, bad things have turned, how bad things can turn to good things, especially if you belong to the kingdom of Jesus. There's a saying, it's not about the destination, but about the journey getting there. Well, I see that as a two-edged sword. Yes, we should have enjoyment living this life. That's something I've struggled with most of my life due to living in the prison of dread. Thank you, Jesus, I finally have been freed, but we can't just aim to enjoy life without having the eternal destination in mind. Matthew 16:26, for what is it a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? I'm working on enjoying drinking the lemonade, not the Kool-Aid. And that's a reference to Jim Jones, wasn't a Christian preacher, but he was claimed one, and then he led a group of people into committing suicide by drinking some Kool-Aid. Okay, so I'm working on enjoying drinking the lemonade, not the Kool-Aid, and cherishing the trouble and toil it took to produce it. Matthew 11:28, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Fun fact I put on this post. I started this post about a week ago now. Will I be able to finish it today? I can only assume timing is key with this post, as the being led to write and post it has been out of the ordinary for me. I usually write and post within the same day, so who needs this post and when? I completely believe in divine appointments and orchestrated happenings. I still do. Jesus is very good at and creative with how he communicates with us. So is Satan. let's just add that, because as a Christian, our enemy can communicate with us very cleverly also, and come as an angel of light. We just need to pay attention and be attentive. Not always an easy task for us humans. There's so many distractions, plus it's pretty much a learned behavior that needs lots of practice. Well, I think I can get this post off the train track. A small clue to the next posting, having delivered its cargo. Which, yeah, I did end up talking about my train track, my other previous video that I posted here. Well, I guess I did it opposite back then with my blog postings. So again, that's a blog I did back in May of last year. And it's been still quite a roller coaster since then. So over almost a year and a half later. And I have made a lot of choices since then in my life. And knowing that it would lead to craziness, because again, in my life, I've been a no-risk person most of my life, up until several years ago, and I started taking risks. You know, I've always been a person that's been up in the bleachers, and I've been cheering everybody else on. I might have talked about this in one of the other videos. I don't remember. So I think I did. But anyway, I've been up in the bleachers cheering other people on. Um, and I've enjoyed that. I really have, because everybody needs um, someone cheering them on and giving them encouragement and moral support. Now, of course, if your behavior is not good, then you don't need that. But just to put one foot for the other. Um, and now it's my turn to be out on the field, um, and to do things and to go places and see things and meet people. And that's what I'm doing. And I don't always know what the risk is. I mean, none of us know when we decide to go down a path exactly what it's going to entail. Um, Sometimes we do. And I have made choices in the last few years in my life that I know exactly what's going on that path, or at least some of it. And I've chosen to walk down the path anyway, even though I've seen what's coming, because I'm taking risks in my life, because I've realized that I have missed out on knowledge and wisdom and just experience and just basically just meeting people, like just being able to find people and see what they offer on this planet. And I have come to see the value of humans, which unfortunately in the past, even as a Christian, there was a certain part of me that didn't understand. And I would get very frustrated with other humans very easily. Um, so, and as a Christian, we're called to love everyone. We have to love. Now, we don't have to like you. This is the fact. We don't have to like you, but we have to love you. Okay? And seeing human beings as Yahweh sees them, and the love that He has for the beings that He has created, just being able to see people that way. And I have come to see the treasures that people are. Now, sometimes you have to dig for those treasures. I think most people have immense good treasure in them. Now, we are inherently evil, okay? So I'm not going to go into, oh, everybody's basically good. No, we're not. We are inherently evil, okay? It is easy to do evil. It is hard to do good, okay? We are all born with the sin nature. And to not sin is hard. So taking the time to meet people and get to know them and try to find that treasure within them that they do have, even though they're inherently evil, and you're going to find a lot of garbage, and that is the issue. That's what I'm seeing. What it takes is you have to go through all that garbage, all that sewer. People put big, deep, very thick, hard covers surrounding their heart, and so you have to chisel through that to get to their real heart, is what they present. Often, what we all present often is not really what's deep down in our heart. And when you start endeavoring to do that, it can be very hard. It's time consuming. You have to put in the time. You can get hurt very badly in the process. But that is the process, and you have to be willing to do that, to get to the core of someone's heart and get past all that junk and garbage and all the stuff they put on their heart to try to protect them. And and the more wounded someone has been, usually the thicker and the more stuff you have to get to who they really are. And but you know, all that with that we have to get to that person's real true self. I mean, even that outer stuff is them, because it is what they're made of because of their experience and their choices. Um, but that isn't something they have to be. And that's what I endeavor is to help people get rid of the stuff that they don't have to be, and not be the person they're being if they don't have to be that person, and to help them be the person that they should be, could be, and are meant to be, and help them see that. Uh, so, and that's a process. It's really hard too because people fight you. They get um, uncomfortable. You know, even their wounds cause them to react in ways that are contrary to the agenda, and we all deal with our insecurities and doubts and frustrations and all of our wounds and um, things that people have said to us that we've taken in and lived those, even though we should have just pushed that away and not listened to those people. Um, and so when we're trying to uh, like develop a friendship, you know, when you're trying to be someone's friend and their confidant and just be there for them, you know, it's a lot of strain, it's a lot of work. Um, and I am seeing how much it's worth to do that. But you can't do that for everybody. Some people make choices and they don't want the help. They don't really, they're too insecure in themselves. They're hurting too bad to want the help. And they are refusing to let go of all the pain and sorrow. And they refuse to heal. So they want to live in their sorrow and misery, uh, and have their pity parties. And that is the true tragedy of those people, is that they could have better and they're refusing to have better when they could have better. And some of that is deception from Satan. Uh, Satan comes in and deceives people, because that is his ultimate goal, is to destroy humans, because he hates us very much. Um, and he deceives us, or at least tries to deceive us, and then we often fall for his deception, and um, and then we live in that deception and uh, bad thinking and negative thinking, and we don't allow the love of Jesus Christ to come in and help us be the best person we can be, and that is the real tragedy. So that's what I endeavor to do with everyone that I meet, is to see what's in deep down inside, and to dig through all the garbage and sewer and just all this stuff that they put in their life, and to find that peace within them that is actually the beautiful treasure that they really are. And and then all the while I'm also getting hurt doing that. I do. I get hurt doing that because it's a battle. It's a battle to do that. And you have to fight. You have to fight that person. You have to fight other people. Uh, it's phenomenal how hard the fight is in trying to pull out that treasure in someone else. Um, but I keep trying. So, and that is one thing that I am really trying to endeavor to do, is to persevere and keep trying. Um, Even if I don't reach my goal, I may never reach someone's true heart. I might not really, I may never reach who they really are. I may never help them be the person that they should be, could be, should want to be. Um, I mean, that's sad. I mean, it is. It's frustrating and it's sad and it's heartbreaking. It breaks my heart because, you're wanting better for that person. Um, and their choices are keeping them from their best. Uh, but the times that people do break through and allow you to help them, I mean, those are wonderful times. Um, right now, I'm having that issue with my husband, with his choices. And there actually are some other people that have come into my life that I'm struggling with getting through, to the treasure that they are. They're making choices that I can't control. But anyway, that's my husband bringing the dog back in because he takes the dog for a run every morning, even with his health, because he uses the mobility scooter. He welded a brace. He made a brace or some type of a harness type thing, contraption. Um, that's the word I'm trying to look for. He made a thing that he can put on the mobility scooter, and then it has a harness on it, and he can attach the dog to that and use the mobility scooter to still walk the dog. It's very clever. Um, so I'll end this video because he'll be coming in to make his breakfast and then watch some TV. Right now his routine is, because I've been usually on the computer when he gets up, then he uses the console to get on YouTube and watch videos. And lately he's watching videos on Parkinson's disease. So that's something that we're learning about, and some of the symptoms of that disease he's dealt with for years. So my question is, how long has he had it? Of course, I mean, he basically has the official diagnosis of it, but they're also saying he may not have it yet. I don't know. His appointment to decide about that is, excuse me, is in December. But the medicine that he's taking now says that it's for Parkinson's disease. So he does have the diagnosis, but they're also saying that he may not actually have it, but he will have it in the future. So if he doesn't have it now, he will have it. But so whatever. Um, he's already having some of the symptoms of that disease. So what that all means, I don't know, because the progression of it, I guess it depends on the person. So anyway, I need to end this video so that I'm not getting noise while I'm trying to do it, and I don't really want to be talking with other people around when doing a video. So anyway, as always, please leave your questions, comments even down in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. And this video was about making lemonade out of lemons. When life gives you lemons, let's make lemonade. And what that really means, and how it can look like, and how some people want to stop you from doing that because of their thinking. And then we have to fight to that, which is also another lemon. So, and that's what I'm endeavoring to do. Anyway, do what you need to do in the comment section. Please keep the conversation going, and I'll see you in the next video.